mask of slugs. Keep your circle small, cause they be faking with the love. And always have your own back if push come to shove. Mama said we been but never bogus, they be watching. No matter how much they tell you to stop, don't never stop it. Coming from the trenches, we don't get too many options. The fans always got their eyes on you like I've been left and I've been down and I've been seen it all. Teamwork in my shot, now they pass me the ball. They never answer when I call, now I'm the one they call. I done been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. I've been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. Was in the gym working my shot, now they pass me the ball. They never answer when I call, now I'm the one they call. I done been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. They say the views of Hollywood are amazing and you love it, but I've been doing super bad like Seth and McLovin. Trying to run the underground like Miss Harriet Tubman. Been playing tug of war all of my life, I can't stop tugging. Oh, you love me now? You want the praise that got me up, but no toe shoulders down. Like we were laughing at me back when I was down and out. You was the main one that always used to count me out there crazy. So you know and I've been down and I done seen it all. Was in the gym working my shot, now they pass me the ball. They never answer when I call, now I'm the one they call. I done been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. I've been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. Was in the gym working my shot, now they pass me the ball. They never answer when I call, now I'm the one they call. I done been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. Through thick and thin, I hope they ride to the end. Through thick and thin, I hope they ride to the end. I've been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. Was in the gym working my shot, now they pass me the ball. They never answer when I call, now I'm the one they call. I done been up and I've been down and I done seen it all.
You, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much. Just vibing and jamming to a little catchy beat there. And at the end there, a little instrumental piece that's got a good little head bob to it, you know.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt. So listen, man, we had a kick-ass weekend at VMP. Ton of trucks. The weather was cool, man. Finally, it broke down on us. It wasn't super hot that Saturday. I mean, it was hot as hell Thursday and Friday. And Sunday, guys, Sunday morning was awful. But,
Yeah, that's why I packed up early. I watched the weather during the said day Saturday, and I seen it was going to be really humid Sunday, so I got up around normal time at 5 a.m. and started packing up.
No doubt, no doubt. But listen, we had a bunch of drivers come out. I think we had 14 or 16 guys come out and race with us in this first ever heads up chip draw race. It was awesome, man. Like it's hard to describe on how cool it was because it went so good in my opinion, man. I want to give a huge shout out real quick, man, to Premier Mega Truck Racing and all they did to help us with the chip draw and getting the track ready and Dylan in the pits helping me get everybody staged up and all. Joey and Matt did a great job. Big Mike at the starting line hooking us up. We definitely couldn't have done it without those guys, and we really appreciated being a part of it. So shout out to those guys for some badass racing they put on too, man.
It was definitely a unique and great experience combining the mega truck racing style with the DOT racing style. You know, the driver support is where it's going to be to make this continue. Like we heard a lot of good things, but you know, if y'all are interested in this, man, y'all gotta let us know. Yeah, like the fans seem to like it. I heard a lot of cheering when there was a good old Ford coming up there and a good old Chevy. Robbie, I give you mad props, brother. You did a great job announcing. Yeah. You know, keeping the crowd enthused in it. But like I was saying there, the crowd was definitely hyping them DOT trucks come up there and it was a Chevy Ford battle. You know, so I feel the crowd definitely enjoyed it. But, you know, I'd like to hear from the racers themselves. Yeah.
And it was what I really liked about it was, you know, and congratulations to Bo Barracks, Randy Banton, Sawyer Love
Sawyer,
taking
yeah.
the top 3 spots, man, which was crazy because, this is kind of what we were trying to preach about this race was, just for people watching who don't really know exactly what happened, Sawyer broke the front end in the first round. Like he won his round, but he broke the front end. And
But
then,
he's stuck with it.
yeah, he stuck with it. He kept running the truck. He flipped the truck in high gear, and the transfer case in high range. Ran it in 2-wheel drive. Ended up getting a second round win or a third round win, excuse me, to make him go on. And he ended up drawing the ball by chip. So I can't talk tonight, man.
That's how hype it was. That's how hype and energetic it was. It gets you so wound up, it's hard to keep it all straight. Like it was
It
that.
is, man. Well, just because I was so happy to see somebody, because at a normal mud bog, he would have broke the front end and he would have gone home with nothing. And then here he sticks it out. They go do some work on the truck. They get it right. They do some thinking, you know what I mean? Change the transfer case over, get the truck to still ride good, and the boy ended up taking home $500. So another thing like Randy, Randy fought fuel pressure issues all day, and still came out with a second place. So props to him for hanging with that. I mean, he was working on that bitch every single pass, man. He'd make a lick, get lucky or whatever you want to call it. Say, you know what I mean? Another guy had some issues or whatever. Go back to the trailer, work on it some more, get it come run a little better. You know what I mean? The truck was like consistently getting a little better each round. So it really
went back to the trailer, put another tire on. He had a whole extra set of tires. Like he was ready.
Put it in work. And that just right there, that shows what we preached about before, putting in the work to make your truck go rounds.
Yep.
That's what it took. And look at Farmer in that little Jeep.
Yeah.
He come on through there. That one run where he got all callywalked, that's what got him. If it wasn't for that, he would have been giving Sawyer a run for his money, I believe. Like, I'm very impressed with all the DOT guys that came out there and gave it a shot.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed and loved it because it was definitely a blast to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, man, we definitely plan on in the future getting back up with Premier Mega Truck and doing more of those races, man. Like I said, it was from a spectator standpoint, which I always wish that sometimes I could just step back and just watch, you know what I mean? Because I'm always trying to do stuff, so I never really get a chance to enjoy it till after. But me and Joey were talking, and dude, it was from a fan perspective, nonstop action all night, all day long. I mean, you got to watch the Megas go out there and tear up a bunch of shit. The 1-tons were riding, and then here come these DOT boys to kind of give the full fan experience of what we got going on and what the sport is as a whole. It couldn't have gone better in my eyes, man. Like I said, I really can't thank the guys that showed up to run the trucks and had the trust in us. I can't say I appreciate it enough for helping us out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. What's up, Shane? Shane Hicks is on here. Yo. Brad, man, great freestyle, dog. The donut was badass. Hands down, man. So that I just you made me think of Plan B. The whole time he was running that bitch, I seen that right rear fender just start bouncing. I was like, man, look like Plan B going down through that bitch. So,
I'm saying that truck's fast for how big it is.
Yeah. I like how he lowered it down a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brad
getting faster and faster too.
Yeah, that's what goes back to another thing we preach about all the time is seat time.
Yeah.
You gotta know your vehicle and trust it. It's the seat time is all it's about.
And shout out to Brad, man. Brad had a throttle hang and was able to get it shut down and get it saved. And get it under control, which is impressive, man.
Man, I didn't see that. Yeah. That's a scary moment. I had it happen in Saluda. I was only half throttle when it hung. I couldn't throw. But it's a very scary moment,
No, he had the forethought, man, to throw it in neutral. The motor kept revving up, it wouldn't come back down, and he just killed it. So it was very good thinking and quick thinking on his part, man. It definitely could have gotten somebody hurt if he hadn't been on top of it. So I definitely give him props on that, man. I think what was it? Tim and Lawless won the Mega. I'm not sure. I can't remember the boy's name that was driving Marty's truck, but he ended up winning the 1-ton. So congratulations to those guys, man.
That right there is another example of building a good, reliable truck. Because we've all seen Marty put that thing through hell, and then for this man to come in and run that truck and take it to victory lane.
Yeah.
That's an ace truck right there. Marty has that thing set up so good, he can have another man come down here and put in victory lane for him. There's mad props going out to Marty and the driver. I can't remember who's driving it. But
Yeah,
mad props to both of them on being able to build and drive them trucks like that.
that's right. And while we're talking about it, everybody go on YouTube and check out Mud Fan on YouTube. He streamed all the rounds of the Mud Wars were streamed on YouTube live. Yep. So you can go back and watch some of the passes. The guys that our help with Don't Hate helped us out with that, man, and shot a little live stream footage for us while we were down there working in the pits. So what's up,
Yeah.
Marty? Where were you at this weekend, Marty? What happened, man? He said, I ain't even got to be there. Truck still wins. Look.
Right. Like that's you can't put a harder statement in the ground than that right there.
Right.
But when
No.
you're a 2-year defending champ, I mean, that right there kind of states for itself, you know.
That's right.
You got an awesome truck.
But and then that boy driving, I can't remember Leo Barnett driving that Sound of Madness. That dude was on a tear, man. Like if he don't rip the input shaft out of that thing, I mean, yeah, I mean he come right off the line when laying off the first jump. It was like bow, just blew everything out the bottom of it, man. So I know those guys had to be sick to the stomach because he was laying down some killer passes. Yeah, it says Briar Barnett was driving.
Okay.
I think yeah. But yeah, dude, I think the freestyles was awesome, man. I mean, the racing was. I mean, they had a ton of trucks there.
Yeah, it was all around a good time. And I got to boast of my little Dodge. The little Dodge Power Wheels claimed another victory. Colton wheels on in there, and huge shout out to the I don't even know who the gentleman was who built the one for his daughter. That is a badass rod. Took a go kart frame, little V-tread tires and all. Like I definitely hope you can turn that thing up a little bit more and try again because that has potential. Definitely has the potential to get her done.
And
so
like
Tristan
commented that the best part was when Russ jumped in. We were at the campsite. Russ jumps in his boy's little Dodge Power Wheels and says, "I gotta go," and blasts. And he takes off at like 15 mile an hour all the way to his truck to get the battery charger.
Yeah,
and comes all the way back.
Yeah, after my last run there, 'cause I snuck the old Desperado out on a surprise there. Blake, you always be surprising me with things, so I had to slide the truck out and hit you with a little surprise. But we had a little bit of bad luck on my behalf. I didn't set my shocks quite right for the first round. I underestimated how hard the ground was, and had my rear set way, way too hard. And if y'all seen the videos of the runs, it had a terrible tail whip. I was doing reverse slap wheelies when it came off the jump. So, Chris Carnes, big shout out to you. You got me again this year, big guy.
Yeah.
Got me again.
Yeah, I was just talking to Lago on the phone.
That man's on a mission, and he built them tracks in there. From what I understand, did a lot of the equipment work with it. Awesome job with it. I couldn't have been
tracks I've seen.
Couldn't have been happier with the tracks. I ran the left lane in the first round. Loved that lane. It was a good lane. I didn't drive my truck to the fullest. That was my full, on me why I didn't win the first round. But then on the second round, I got the right lane and was on a Scolding Pass. Boy, I had my comfort back in it. Hadn't been in my truck much this year, but I had the comfort back in it. Had that right lane, so I was going to hit that left turn, dirt track turn. Swung that bad boy on in there, perfect turn, hit the first jump, and the hair spit. I slacked and didn't change my nitrous bottle before the rounds, and I was running out of nitrous on the backstretch. I could feel the power dying, and hear old Owen coming. And God darn, that motor of his sounds good when it's coming by you. Just saying, I don't know who all is going to experience that, but I think he got that truck running good. Mad props to that boy too. There, that's a young man who puts in a lot of work on that truck. But got me by like a tire. Got me by like a tire. But that's where it just shows. If you second guess anything, you might want to do it. I was kind of wondering, did I have enough nitrous between the rounds? And didn't have enough nitrous, so he took me out. But that's where Kyle was coming in. That's with the Power Wheels. So after I got on back to the camp, I realized my charger. Thanks to Premier Mega Truck, I won it at my banquet last year. Nice 16-volt charger and battery that I run in my truck now this year. It was still on the other side of the pits. And I ain't bringing no four-wheeler this time because we brought the kids' Power Wheels. So, hopped right on in Colton's Power Wheels. scooted on all the way around there, picked up my Charger and all, put it in the back because there's a little Dodge pickup truck. So I put it in the back of the pickup truck and drove that little bad boy on back around there to the camp.
Hell yeah. Listen, I know that there's one thing I know you probably didn't see from everyone on that side, but Ethan made a good point. So when Briar Barnett finished with Marty's truck, the steering wheel came off when he landed, when the truck slid sideways. So he just like held the steering wheel up out the window.
Oh,
fly shit. Yeah, it was some pretty fly shit.
Now, I bet that made for some awesome pictures. I hope somebody caught that one.
I'm sure. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, check out Missy Rose Photography. I know she had a lot of good pictures. She posted yesterday. I've seen
absolutely,
that.
Yeah. Mad shout out to Missy. She's always getting some amazing shots of my truck, and everybody else's truck. But I don't know how she makes my truck look so clean, and so pretty. I clean it pretty good, but then I don't know what she does, but it makes it look so pretty in her pictures, and she always gets good ones. And big shout out to Dinwiddie down there, Virginia Motorsports Park. I was one of the lucky chosen ones to be on their photo. I see how hard she's rearing up. It ain't quite a wheelie, but it's close. I got them dancing.
So they definitely had some. The footage was out there, man. I'm sure over the next couple of days you'll see more of it from Premier Megatruck. I know Don Hate's got a bunch of film he's working on for us from the DOT guys. I know Scott Riggs and Twisted Chicken, man. He just ain't never lift at one lick, and when it landed, it cut loose everything. Transfer case, rears. It pulled the right tube out of the 14 bolt in the back. It was pretty tore up, man. So,
now I do got just a little more boasting to do on this one. Now them DOT boys realize with them leaf springs and everything, we ran the same start line. I'm on the same style suspension they on. Ain't none of my stuff break, dog. Just saying. Leaf spring hang around in the moment. Just saying, There was a whole lot of leaf sprung trucks that couldn't handle them jumps down through there. And if you want to know how, shoot me a message. I will share the secrets. A little bit of them.
I heard that. And you can't forget Mudcat Photography, man. Mudcat's always got some great photos, man. So and shout out to Joey and them, kept the dust down, dude. There was no dust at all. So it was
it's very, very him. I mean, you can't fight with nature at that point. But they watered that track.
How about how smooth the road was coming in the facility down the gravel? Like us racers with the trailers and everything, we've always done the whole gravel road coming in, and it's always been like a Frogger game, so to say. You're dipping and dodging as you come through there, missing them potholes. This time, whoever was running that grader, dozer, or whatever come down through there, thank you. It was nice. It was real nice and smooth coming in this time.
So, but yeah, man, it was a great event. We had a great time, a lot of good turnout, a lot of good trucks, man. And now we're moving on to our next shindig here. We got Jeffrey Hare coming on with us tonight to talk about the team race at Orangeburg, along with the other classes and the beater car race and stuff they have going on July 18th and 19th. Got a couple teams already signed up. Registration started today. So to give you all a rundown on how this works, if anybody's watching who hasn't ever been a part of one of our team races, we take one truck from each class. Now you can be on more than one team, and it's a $50 entry per team you're on. So if you're a 6-cylinder guy, you can be on 2 teams for $100, and then we take your fastest pass of the you don't have to make any more extra hits. It's the fastest pass of the 2 hits you're already going to make. Mm-hmm. Same thing. So a team consists of a 6-cylinder truck, an A truck, B truck, C truck, 1 ton, and a mega. That consists of one team. So it's $300 per team. The pot pays out winner take all. So based on how many teams we get will depend on how big the pot gets at the end of the night or end of that day. I've got a post on my Facebook that I posted earlier that if guys want to go and comment and post a picture of their truck and what class they're running to give guys an idea who's coming, who they can ask or invite, just shoot a guy a message, man, and just be like, hey, are you going to go to the Orangeburg team race? Yeah, cool. I'd like to be on my team, and get to know some guys and build some badass setups. You can build them 15 different ways, man. You'd be surprised on how one truck can help you or hurt you, and how, trying to get some consistent drivers sometimes really pays off.
And if your truck is capable of running in multiple classes, you can build your team with your truck in all them classes. If it can run A, B, C, and 1 ton, you can use your truck for all them classes.
Yep, you sure can. Which is something that Alan Ragland did it last November. And he took home a pretty good chunk of money by doing that, by having his truck in 2 DOT classes and a 1-ton class. It really paid off for him to do that at the end of the night. So hopefully we can get a pot somewhere around $3 to $5 grand is what I'm hoping. And we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So without further ado, man, I'm gonna bring Jeffrey on so he can kind of explain to us what they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
What's up, man?
what you doing, Jeffrey? We're
Tired.
good, man. Working hard.
Tractor was enough today.
I heard that. So what's the rundown, man? Tony sent me earlier, told me the race is starting at 6 p.m. on Saturday, right? So they're both night races?
Yeah. Undoubtedly, that's what he set up. That's what it is then.
Yeah.
We all know that down here is hot, so
Yeah.
better, honestly, for around
Do
here.
y'all got twitty gnats or no?
Oh, we got worse. We got what?
Come on, man. Don't tell us that.
Gnats. Yeah, it's worse. I'm telling you.
Mosquitoes are a damn bird down.
Yeah. Mosquitoes are bad.
So we need to get some gnat off, yo. All right, check. All right, cool.
No gnats. No gnats is what.
No gnats. That's what it's called. No, I keep saying gnat off, but it's no gnats. Yeah.
Best thing.
But yeah. But so go ahead and give everybody. So what? I've got a lot of questions, right? So Friday night we're going to do the beater car race in the mud consistency class, right?
Yep.
And now
beater car races is pretty much exactly what it is. A $500 car. Bring it in. You could drive it in if you want to. We got 3 or 4 of them. They all got street tires on them, just regular car tires.
But the most modifications you need to do is take the side windows out and maybe exhaust off. But other than that, straight out the backyard.
Side windows and exhaust, like Fred said. Cut them off, run it.
Okay. All right, and then the consistency class is anything goes, right? Like you can run whatever, right? I can run the 1-ton, I can run the golf cart, I can run the side-by-side, I can run whatever I want to run, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Kyle's got his kids down there, and he can run his Power Wheels if you want to. We don't care.
That's what I was about to say. I'd like to see what kind of time that they can clip on through there.
That's right. And you'd be surprised, man. That bitch liable to win it. Consistent as that thing is.
That's all that matters, right? My daughter.
That's it.
Yeah, consistent. I mean, it should be as long as he holds to it. That electric motor don't really have much variation.
Yeah, I will tell you, the mud down here is slick. That red clay is really, really bad. So somebody
it's fun to see the top of that thing up there. For real, we haven't had a good stretch from the top of that. We're assuming it should be around 40.
He's cutting out real bad. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, he just said she tops out at 40.
Yeah. We're thinking by the map, it should be 40.
Maybe we can get a deputy down there and put a radar gun on it.
That's enough right there. I don't know if I'd let my little boy do that. Never mind. I know how he is. I know who his daddy is. So
that's right.
But
and then Saturday we got the 6 classes, right? So we got the 6-cylinder class, the A, B, C, 1-ton, and mega.
That's right.
Now, what course? I've got a lot of questions on what course are the DOT boys going to run, and then what kind of course are the V-Trades going to run?
So, as far as I know, we're all running horseshoes. We doing horseshoe or paperclip?
Or they're doing heads up.
I thought they were doing heads up. Okay. I thought we were doing running 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Horseshoe. So one on each side. We got 2 separate pits and 2 flat tracks. We're just gonna run down and come back.
Okay.
Yeah. One makes a left turn. One makes a right turn. Easy.
Now the megas will have jumps, right? We got jumps for the megas, right? So the same concept for the megas and the 1-tons, right? It'd be a straight down. So you're going to run 1 in each lane, right? 1 pass in the left lane, 1 pass in the right lane. Then we'll combine the times for your classes, right?
That's right.
And then for the team race, for those watching the team race, what we'll do is we'll pull your fastest time out of that. Yep. Now, we got a little surprise for y'all with this. So what we decided to do between me and Jeffrey and Tony is that we've decided to take the top 3 out of each of the DOT classes, plus one fast pass, is going to get to come back and run one more pass. And the way we're going to do this is, since it's 2 lanes, your top 4 qualifiers or your top 5 guys will get lane choice. All right. And that's how, so, you know what I mean? So 1, 2, and 3. So, what I mean, since it's all time, it doesn't matter who runs who. So, 1 will run 10, 2 will run 9, 3 will run 8, and then they'll have to be stuck in whatever lane. Same thing goes for the megas and the 1-tons.
Yep. I guess I need to get my truck running.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Jeffrey? I heard that. You ain't, hey man, I ain't got a cradle under my truck right now, so we got a lot of work to do too. But
Will your truck be
Fred,
ready, Blake? You think y'all be able to get yours ready to go for it, Blake?
we're gonna push hard this weekend, man. I got a class on Saturday I got to take, so I might be out there all day Sunday. But we're gonna push hard to try to get it done and get it down there. Yeah. So Tom, there's no jumps for the tough trucks or the Jeep class. So it's just going to be a straight down and back. You go down, make a big wide swing and turn, and blow back down the middle. It'll all be timed. Even though you're running 2 at a time, it's still timed, just in case. We have to have a time for the team race. If it wasn't for the team race, we could just do it all straight heads up. But we need to have something to write down to be able to calculate all that stuff up. So
now last race we had. I seen somebody ask about the tough trucks running over jumps and stuff. Last time we had a tabletop, and people enjoyed it. I mean, everybody has to hit the same exact track, so A, B, and C can hook them on the flat side too.
yeah, I mean, that's up to y'all, dude. Whatever y'all want to run. I mean, these boys, I don't think these boys are scared or anything. You know what I mean? So if they want to run,
that's what we like to hear.
I mean, I'm serious, man. It's up to y'all. So, I mean, it may be a jump, may not be a jump. Who knows, man? Well, as we get closer, I think I'm going to try to have Tony come back on next week, and Jeffrey might come back on, and we'll talk about the actual what we're going to do 100%. But if you've ever been to Orangeburg, there's so much room there. Like, they can do just about anything.
Yeah.
You know, so
we can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So, Fred said, that's fine. You don't have to acknowledge him. It's cool.
Oh, what's up, Fred? Sorry, man. I didn't know if you could hear me or not. I didn't want to be like, "Oh, I'm Fred." You couldn't hear me. So, you get your truck straight, Fred?
Huh?
You get your truck straight?
Hold this up real quick. You see that trash bag?
Yeah.
Background right there?
No. That trash bag is his motor.
Damn. I know that feeling now. I know that feeling.
If I was a less man, I'd go down the road to the scrapyard and just put me an LS and keep on riding, but I don't think I can do that.
I don't blame you there either. Yeah. I don't blame you there at all. So, but
I'd rather put that damn 1-ton motor in.
Oh, that's one thing I'm glad we didn't have to do, man. We didn't have to pull the motor, so I was real happy about that. So for guys, so I guess there may be a tabletop, right, Jeffrey? Yeah, we're gonna put a tabletop in it. Y'all still have a tabletop built?
Yeah, we do.
All right, then yeah. Then the 6-cylinder guys, I guess everybody be hitting the tabletop. So it'd be down, come back, tabletop, finish, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm good with it, man. It'd be good for camera footage, man. I know we got some guys coming down to help us shoot some film. I'll try to shoot as much as I can while I'm down there. It's hard trying to run it all and shoot film and do all that stuff. But
last time, the best jump was from a 6-cylinder truck. So
I agree. That was a Yellow Jacket. Wasn't a Yellow Jacket that sent that thing last time?
Yep. I mean, he tore it up, but he sent it.
Oh, yeah, I lost.
More than I did. I ain't going to lie. I was proud of it. So.
Hold on, y'all. We got some connection issues. I don't know what's going on. I know there's storming around here.
Yeah. That big hurricane, I don't know if it's gone all the way through or what.
Yeah, I don't know if it's storming or not. I think we lost Jeffrey, though. I'll pull him down. All right, so I'll pull him down till he come back. Oh, shit. What is going on, man? Russ is gone, yeah. I guess it's just me, y'all. Anyway, so I'm not really sure what happened, man. I guess we had a storm or whatever, but Phil Hall, you coming out, man? We'd appreciate seeing you come out too. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Yeah, Cool, man. Sorry. See if Jeffrey's still on here. Jeffrey, still on there?
Yeah, we good.
We lost Russ. I don't know. It's some connection issue or something, man.
I got you, man. We got blue sky and a lot of heat here, so we good.
Oh, it was supposed to start storming this afternoon, as hot as it was up here today. So,
I wish it.
but is there anything else you want everybody to know about the racetrack, man? I mean, we can come in Friday morning, right?
Yeah, you come in whenever. Just give us a heads up. Let us know when you're coming in. There's plenty of parking, plenty of room for campers and stuff like that. Yeah. There's ponds around there, so you want to go fishing, have at it. We don't care.
All right, cool. Yeah, I heard that.
So, drag strip is right there, but please stay off the drag strip. One time before, we had somebody that stayed overnight, and they went and made passes down the drag strip. We can't have that. That's the only thing we ask is stay off the drag strip and keep the mud off of the road over there. That's really bad for us. But other than that, that's about it. Showers, also restrooms, everything, anything you need. So,
cool. And like I said, man, if anybody's interested in getting on a team or doesn't know how to get on a team, just message me. I'll try to help y'all the best I can with getting these teams together. It's hard. It's hard with everything going on. I don't know if Russ and them. I'm gonna do the law. I think they must have lost signal or something, man. But yeah. So if and like I said, there's a post on my Facebook. Go check it out. It has a bunch of trucks already listed on there that are coming and what class they're running. So if you need an A or B guy, I know like Randy Williams is on there. I know Scotty McNamara is on there. I think Jake McCain's on there. I see Chevy Russell's coming. I see he said he'd be there Friday morning. So, and you got showers, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got showers and restrooms down.
There's also wash downs for your trucks and stuff like that. There's 2 hoses down there. So if y'all want to wash trucks off before you head home, we fully understand.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate that. And don't you also have Connex boxes, right? Are those Connex boxes for rent, or are they just first come, first serve, or?
One side is, and then one side just our whole family just took over. So
that's fine. Hey, man. No, like I said, I got some film. I'm gonna try to find it on my hard drive tomorrow and share a couple reels this week of the facility. I know I have some good drone footage from last time we were down there to give everybody an idea because it's a great place to race. It's also, like I said, somewhere where we're hosting that invite only race out in October to Mississippi. The top 5 guys are going to get a chance to go with us out there. So if you got a mega, you got a 1-ton.
It's a track that you can hold it down most of the way around the whole track and barely lift off. Other than the corners, that's about it. But you can hold it and slide it, whatever you want to do. That mud out there is real slick, so you can drift it as long as you know how to do it. So have at it, have fun.
Yeah, and like Scotty says, man, no matter where you sit in that place, you're gonna get a good view of the entire racetrack. Like it's kind of set down in the bottom. So it's really safe, and the view is fantastic. So it's going to be badass, man. I'm looking forward to it. I always love coming down there once a year to check it out. So, yeah, and then you go to right here. You can go to Snowman Racing on YouTube. Has videos of Orangeburg Mud Bog also. So check those out. And like I said, come on down and join us and have a good time. It's going to be one for the books, man. We got the sheets and all from Worcester. Logo Concepts hooked us up with those. Got some big checks to hand out for the winners of the team race like we usually do. Guys seem to really like those checks, so we're going to keep doing those.
I got mine hanging in there.
Yeah, you got one on the wall there. See. But yeah, man. So other than that, man, anything else y'all want to talk about before we get off of here?
That's about it, man. If y'all have any questions, y'all just hit me, Fred, Tony, Orangeburg Mud Bog, or Snowman Racing, and you'll get any of us.
We get all of that.
So.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on, man. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Fred. We'll see y'all in a week or two.
Yeah, appreciate you joining.
We really wanted to run that, but these trucks right here just didn't want to play. So
this is the status of mine. That's it.
It's all chassis.
Just chassis. That's it.
And yes, and then real quick, so Scotty, before you get off here, so Scotty asked, since it's 2 at a time, they can do call outs and just run against it for the crowd.
yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, Scotty, so if you got some 600 guys you want to pair up, Scotty, to run against each other, same thing with the DOT boys. like I said, everybody's got to make a hit in the left lane, in the right lane. And like I said, if you're fast, you're. So what we're going to do is like it's going to be off. So the way we're going to do our top 10 list will be off the combined time. So it'll be off how you finish at Orangeburg's track. So if you run left lane, right lane, and your combined time is fast enough to put you in the top 3, then you'll get that invite for that last round to come back and race at the end. So if you're a 35 guy, 600 guy, you know what I mean. Don't go running too far after you're done. The 600 guys, we'll have to see about those guys. I don't know whether or not if they fit with what I got going on with that, just because they're not going to be traveling with us, other places. So we might just have to do the DOT classes, but it'll still be fun to see them, and they're always put on a good show. They got a heck of a following when it comes to those people. So we're excited to see it, man. So
if we get done with all of this racing right here, I mean, if you want to do something for them and let them race at that same race at the end, maybe something.
That's fine. Yeah, we can work something out, Fred, for sure. Yeah, because that's another thing me and Sky talked about was time, and since it's already going to be a late start, we have to see how many trucks show up and how long it runs.
Yeah. But either way, it's going to be a good time. Both nights. Make sure y'all get there on Friday night. If you want to see some fun, just good, wholesome fun, and just to watch, that is what to watch. I'm telling you, nobody gets out there. It's just a good time, man. Beater cars, nobody cares. Rubbing is racing.
That's right.
Not T-bones.
And Cynthia, what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to bring I got a buddy of mine, Don't Hate Entertainment's coming down. What he's going to do is he's going to bring hopefully some streaming devices, and hopefully we'll have a Starlink by then, and we should be able to stream it live on YouTube, the entire event. So that's going to be pretty cool, something different. You'll be able to check him out on YouTube and watch the whole thing from home. It'll be pretty sweet for the people that can't make it, and people up here in this area here. So, but I really appreciate you guys, man. If there's anything else, we'll holler at y'all in a couple weeks.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank y'all.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, fellas. Well, man, I'm amped up for it. I think it's going to be a good time.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what the track design is going to be like, because, like I said, that's a big playing field they got to work with there.
Yeah. And Donald, the beater car, I believe, just run a big oval, just a big oval around the inside of this place.
Do they jump them? Oh, they got like a little tape, or is it all flat?
I think it's all flat. From the videos that I've saw, it's all flat.
I just want. I like jumping.
No, I remember. I think Tony or somebody had a Volkswagen Bug last time. Was kept ripping. That bitch ain't had like a rear quarter on it, and tire all bent and shit. He was just. It looked like a blast, man. It looked like a lot of fun. So.
Absolutely.
But listen, if everybody could hit that share button for us, we're trying to get the word out on this team race. Any of my Virginia boys that are willing to go or interested in going, hit me up. You know what I mean? I can try to get you set up on a team. Like I said, don't forget about that post on my page, on my Facebook page. Comment on that post with your truck and all. That way, guys got a reference of who's coming and who's going and whatever. And we'll try to see if we can get as many teams filled as possible. And just know it's all separate payout stuff. So the team race is separate payout from Orangeburg's payout, which is separate from that top 10 payout. So, if you come down with your stuff right and you have a good chance to win a decent amount of money this next weekend. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, there it is right there, man. Yeah, I'll show you here. There's a picture. Scotty just sent it to me. I'll show you real quick, man, of the Orangeburg, the boy that jumped right here. Look at that, yeah. A little Yoda last year in the 4 and 600 class jumped the tabletop pretty hard. Him and Jake McCain both hit that bitch pretty hard. So, but yeah, man, that's all we got for y'all tonight. A little short, little live, dude. Want to thank everybody with Premier Mega Truck Racing for past weekend. Want to thank Tony Hare and all these boys for letting us come down and kind of do something with this team race in the middle of the year. It'll kind of be a tester for what we got going on at Twitty's at the end of the year. So if you haven't been a part of a team race, this will be the one to kind of get your feet wet and understand how it works and start getting paired up for November when there's a lot of guys coming in. So other than that, man, anything you got before we roll out, Russ?
Yeah, no, other than for the mega and 1 ton guys, if you're interested in getting down to Mississippi for them final race down there, and you haven't had a message from them guys, this is your chance. Yeah, I think this is your chance to get down there and race with the big boys and prove what you got, so to say. There's a lot of nasty one tons and megas that are out there, and we'd love to have y'all down there with us to prove, what Virginia can bring and what Kings of Mud can bring to the game, so to say.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, and to give everybody a heads up, how we're doing that is we've been given 5 invites from Art and Duke from Wild Country Off Road Park. It's in Leakesville, Mississippi. They do a huge race every year called the Mega Truck National Championship. It's got a huge payout on it. So we're going to take the top 5. So the top 5 in 1 ton and the top 5 in mega will come back, make one more hit, and those top 5 of that finishing run will get invited to come with us in November. I mean October. So I keep saying November, October.
Yeah. Halloween.
Yeah. I think it's either on Halloween weekend or it's the weekend before Halloween. I got to get up with Art and figure it out. I think they might have moved it to Halloween. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. When we had them on, they said something about them having the haunted house and everything going too.
Rides, yep. So it may be on Halloween weekend. Don't quote me on that yet, but it is one of the last 2 weekends in October. I do know that.
Yeah.
For sure. So as we get a little closer, and once we get after next weekend, when we get the final 5 to come with us, we'll start kind of getting that gathered up and get Duke and Art on here to talk with us a little bit about what's going on. Also, guys, we started a shop. We opened a shop next week. We're opening one Monday. It's called Hooker's Performance. We are now a VP and Renegade Fuels dealer. So if anybody's interested or needs fuel, holler at me, message me on Facebook. I can get you anything you need. I can get you hats, hoodies, fragrances. They got all kinds of different shit Renegade offers, man. So
drums, barrels, 110, 120, whatever you want to run, shoot them a message. Yeah. And soon, what else? Soon to be else. What are y'all coming for? Mike said.
Yeah, so and we're working on getting nitrous bottle refills now. So starting to be able to fill nitrous bottles. That's our next step that we're going to after we get since we got the fuel locked down. So like I said, if anybody needs C10, C12, 14, Q16, K16, you know what I mean? We got C25, C23, we got it all, man. So just hit us up. You know what I'm saying? We can bring it to the track with us if you need it. It's just something we're kind of starting to roll on over there. So keep us in mind.
That's VP and Renegade brands, right?
Yes, sir. Yep. VP and Renegade. Yep.
Yeah, that's nice to have right there. Because when we lost the performance shop out there in Mechanicsville, that was a big hit. That was a big hit for us guys who were out here in the country and sticks, so to say. That was the closest one we had.
Yeah, for sure, man. And that's kind of why we were looking at doing that, man, because there really is there's a couple guys up that way, up in Ashland that do it, but more the mud racing wise for guys, hey, I'll see you at the track this weekend. Hey, you want me to bring you 10 gallons or whatever? You know what I mean? Yeah. That way you don't have to make that ride up. I mean, if we're already making an hour ride down, we're not going to charge you, throw it on the trailer and take it with us. So.
Yeah, if someone needs some U-joints or maybe a Dana 60 axle, a Yukon Chrome Molly, to be coming in the future, bring it to the track for you, have it there ready. I think it's a great thing to have for us, because with Saluda, I know from the past racing the Circle Dirt Track, they have a parts trailer that travels to the races. And, if you mess up something at the track, there's a good possibility that trailer has it. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's something you and Don spoke about, but that would be definitely nice. I break shit all the time.
That's right. So. And then can't forget, man, Stephen Utley made us some badass cups this past weekend. So if you're looking to get a Kings of Mud cup, holler at him. He can make you one with our logo and our decal on it. He did a great job with that. So message him for those, man. He's got all different kind of colors, and they worked really good, man. I know they held that beverage real cold. So
I was sitting in the sunlight for like a good 5 or 6 hours. It just stayed cold the whole time.
And if you're interested in having your logo on a cup or on a sticker in general, the page is supposed to be opening up, I believe he said, beginning of next week or something like that, to where you can click on and order it. The Kings of Mud stickers or the Desperado stickers, or if you want your stickers on their website, work out a little deal with them and buy them right there and ship them no matter where you're at.
Hold on one second, man. Tabletop. Answering some questions, So, but yeah, so like I said, get up and get your cups from them, dude. So other than that, I think we about got it wrapped up, dude. I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. We might try to squeeze one out next Monday night. We'll have to see how it goes. Depends on where my truck's at and how we're looking on that. Worst case scenario, I might pop on for a few minutes and pop off. We'll have to see how that goes. So,
or if not, we'll join the Monday before the Orangeburg race to fill everybody in. Finally, what the rule sets are, and hopefully have them back on to give us a final update on maybe the track layout or something like that, because that may be a determiner for some guys.
That's right.
Some people are scared of jumps, and some people love jumps.
Yeah. So, like I said, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us, man. Hit that share button, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Absolutely. Have a good one.
I've been up and I've been down and I done seen it all. Was in the gym working my shot, now they pass me